The internet just decided Emiru is either politically clueless or secretly evil.
Thoughts on ice? I don't know what that is. Allie, I genuinely have no idea what that is. I don't know what you're talking about.
The days of neutrality are over, and Emiru just learned that the hard way. Online, not picking a side is treated the same as picking the wrong one. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence-sitting the modern Gestapo. And that's just the start.
You need a streamer who doesn't even know anything about politics to tell you about politics. You probably just need to, get off the internet.
Since when did I don't know become a political statement?
Obviously, I don't, dislike any of the political streamers, except for, some of, the really bad ones. I don't really like them. But it's I don't understand how in the first place people care so much what they say. I guess it's because they just have a lot of reach or influence.
And just like that, the floodgates opened. Doesn't even know anything about politics? You're 28 years old. I wonder why Emiru doesn't want to say anything about ICE. Being informed matters, but forcing commentary from someone who admits they aren't informed isn't activism. It's performative and shallow. Because if you dogpile enough, you will force a response. Emiru later clarified that the viral clip was taken out of context, that the question she was reacting to wasn't about the immigration agency at all. The edit made it look like it was. She explained that she doesn't comment on politics intentionally, and that no one deserves to live in fear of deportation or violence, regardless of who's enforcing it. She also pushed back on the idea that she was avoiding the topic out of sympathy, saying her content has always stayed focused on games and cosplay, not political commentary, and that the clip spread was dishonest. So why exactly does neutrality read as suspicious online?
When did people on the right get so soy? You're smearing and defaming by calling someone a chud. If you are fine with commenting on things you don't know about when it benefits you, when you know your audience will like you talking about it, that's one thing. But then for you to use an opportunity or ignore an opportunity where you could talk about something, maybe your audience doesn't like it, maybe you could educate them on it a little bit, but you choose not to, you're just siding with whatever your chud or chudette audience wants to hear.
This idea comes from Emiru's association with streamers like Asmongold and Tectone, two of the largest right-leaning voices on Twitch. It's no secret they share audience crossover, and by not actively calling out the current status quo of the Trump administration, it becomes easy to lump her in with their views.
She's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say fuck ICE. It's not that hard of a concept. Because you live here. There's this weird idea in America especially, where you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. If you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country.
This may be the first and last time you hear me say this, but I partially agree with Denims here. As an American citizen, you should absolutely be politically informed. That being said, how much do Denims and the people supporting this narrative actually care about their politics if they're more interested in enforcing agreement than encouraging understanding? Don't you want the people on your side to be well-informed and empowered speakers, not just mindless zombies in the crowd?
Emmy, yeah, a lot of people were getting mad at Emmy for not wanting to comment on politics. I'll talk about that later on. I want to talk about it right now. But yeah, I did see that. It's just stupid. It's of course, right, the usual suspects, right? The same usual hostile, aggressive bullies on the internet. It's like you're either with us or you're against us.
I'm gonna partially agree with Asmongold here. This is clearly a move to enforce collective opinion, more of a game than a conversation about political reality in America.
The thing is that there are people that don't want to play the game. There are people that don't want to be involved. And whenever you say, I don't want to be involved, it doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that you want to take a step back and let somebody who understands it better explain it for you. Because, there's already a million people, for example, talking about every political issue. What unique insight is, a live streamer going to have, right?
But I will disagree with the notion that streamers, especially large ones like Emiru, don't play a strong part in influencing public opinion. We live in an age where people like Emiru have a voice, whether they like it or not. And honestly, I respect her for choosing her words as carefully as she did, instead of performing outrage just to satisfy the crowd. I just hope the internet becomes more accepting of the nuance between quiet support and refusing to speak on an issue you're uneducated on.